Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, hosting Cruz, and on January 3rd, live from San Juan, Puerto Rico, in the Coliseo Roberto Clemente, live on the zone. The main event, it's official. One of the greatest women fighters of all time, future Hall of Famer, the current unified featherweight champion of the world, Amanda the Real Deal Serrano, 47-4, 1 draw, 31 KOs, will defend her crown, her titles. The queen of the featherweight division, the queen of Puerto Rican boxing, versus Erika Cruz Hernandez, 18-2, 1 draw, the former featherweight champion herself. I believe it was the WBA title. The same title Amanda Serrano took from her 3 years ago. Back in 2022, when these two women beat the holy hell out of each other in their first fight. 2023. So by the time they fight, it's going to be almost 3 years. They're going to go at it again. You know, I always say, and they always say, there's a saying that in boxing, styles make fights. And these two women are meant for each other in terms of action, in terms of styles, creating a great fight. The same fight that we saw last time between these two women, one of the greatest women's fight of all time that I've seen. It was fight of the year in 2023 between two women fighters in boxing. It was a bloodbath, one of the bloodiest fights you'll ever see. Non-stop action, punches in bunches. A war, and these two women are definitely, I expect nothing less than what we got the first time, and even more. And more is guaranteed, because why I say that? The last time these two women, with the fight they gave us, it was 10 rounds, 2 minutes. This time, they're going to go 10 3-minute rounds. So imagine this. Imagine the fight they had. Imagine the fight they had with 2 minutes. Now imagine putting up an extra minute on there. These two women are going to go in there and kill each other, because the pace they went at, the way how the fight turned out, punches and bunches, just majority of the time were just offense, no defense. Erika Cruz with a bloody face. This fight was so competitive, so nip and tuck, so razor thin, that Amanda Serrano, it was scored unanimous, but to me, Amanda Serrano won that fight by like a point. Erika Cruz almost defeated Amanda Serrano in that fight. She lost that fight for like a point. It was that crazy. It was that razor thin. And a lot of questions were being asked in terms of, one question was being asked all the time: if the blood did not impair Erika Cruz's vision, she would have won the fight. They thought, a lot of people felt like that the blood on Erika Cruz's face prevented her from winning the fight because they impaired her vision. And that's crazy, because she fought like hell. She fought like hell, and she fought great with a bloody face. Imagine without a bloody face. And I tend to agree that if the blood was not in the face of Erika Cruz, she would have performed better, which is scary because she she was highly competitive with Amanda. They were even in exchanges. They were even. They were even in terms of toe to toe. Erika Cruz. I even underestimated Erika Cruz. I said Amanda Serrano. All Amanda needed to do to become undisputed champion at 126 was to defeat Erika Cruz. Erika Cruz coming in based on her track record. She didn't beat anyone. She didn't fight anyone. Maybe she was one of the most avoided fighters in the weight class, and still is, because if you look at her record, she has not fought anyone yet since Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano is the only big name, familiar name on her record, and she lost the fight. But if you watch the fight, it could have gone either way, or she lost it by a point. She was able to compete and almost beat one of the greatest fighters of all time in a war. And she hasn't lost since. This is the thing coming into this fight. She has not lost since. She is 4-0 with one draw since then. And so she's coming into the fight with momentum. Amanda Serrano is coming off 2 losses to Katie Taylor. Back to back. Amanda Serrano, she's coming into this fight with Erika Cruz, if I'm not mistaken, with 2 losses back to back. So momentum is on Erika Cruz's side. Yeah. Amanda Serrano is coming off back-to-back losses against Katie Taylor, while Erika Cruz is 4-0, 1 draw since the loss to Amanda. So Erika Cruz, momentum is on her side in this rematch. Amanda Serrano, being the older fighter, 37 years old, been through a lot of wars. To me, she came with the wrong game plan. I don't think she faded in the Katie Taylor rematch, the last fight they had. I think she came in there with the wrong game plan, trying to box Katie Taylor. You know, she was basically shadow boxing. She was trying to box from too far of distance. She was supposed to take it to Katie Taylor. They came in there with the wrong game plan, and they got the results they got. So I don't think Amanda's faded. She haven't showed me that she's faded. And we're going to find out how much Amanda has left against Erika Cruz, because Amanda Serrano is going to need every bit of what she had against Erika Cruz in the first fight in this fight, because if she doesn't, if we get half of that, Erika Cruz is going to beat her. So Amanda Serrano has to be 100%. We need to see the Amanda Serrano the fighter in order to beat Erika Cruz again, because she's going to need to be on her A game. If the night of the fight on January 3rd comes and that bell rings and Amanda Serrano gets old, Erika Cruz is going to beat her. But if she does not fade, she shows up and she's Amanda the real deal Serrano, then we're in for another great war, and likely Amanda Serrano has a chance to win this fight. You know, this is not a coming to Puerto Rico and having a good time, a showcase. No, this is a war, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. Sit down, have a seat, get your popcorns ready, get your sodas, get your hot dogs, whatever you're gonna get at the concession stands. A beer. Sit down, drink it up, eat it up, because you're in for a treat. San Juan, Puerto Rico, Coliseo Roberto Clemente is in for a treat. This is gonna be one of the greatest, yet again, women's fight of all time. I think these two women have what it takes still in their arsenal. 3 years, 4 years older than what they were in their first fight. I think they have what it takes to bring out our next fight, our next great fight. And in Puerto Rico, there's been a history of great wars between Mexican and Puerto Rican fighters, from Ivan Calderon versus Giovanni Segura in their 2010 Fight of the Year. The great 2 fights between Juanma Lopez and Orlando City Salido. Those great wars. Alberto Machado versus Angel Fierro. You know, those great wars, I expect this is the kind of fight in a war, legendary fight that we're going to see. And it's going to rank up there with those fights I mentioned. So it's fitting to have this fight in Puerto Rico because so many great Mexican and Puerto Rican fights have took place on the island. And Amanda Serrano and Erika Cruz are going to join that list. Even Wilfredo Benitez contra Carlos Palomino at the Bithram Stadium in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I think that's called Bithram or Bithram Stadium. The baseball stadium. They went to war back in the day in San Juan. So Amanda Serrano versus Erika Cruz, I am happy and proud to say, is going to join those great fights, those great wars between Mexican and Puerto Rican fighters on January 3rd. The island is going to have yet again another classic war in the Mexico versus Puerto Rico rivalry. So January 3rd, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats and enjoy because you're in for one hell of a fight. And this image right here that I'm showing you is basically what this fight was about. This was basically the fight right here. Total non-stop action. And on January 3rd, I'm looking forward to it yet again. It's going to be round 11, guys. This time, we're going 3 minutes in these rounds. Crazy. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host and crew. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.